Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to today's session on Back to Ancient Healing. I am Sainath Vadatirthanathan here, and I am certified Ho'oponopono self-healing and law of attraction coach. Welcome to my podcast of Back to Ancient Healing on Nobody is worth losing a night of peaceful sleep. My life ambition is to analyze, if I may repeat, solutions for our day to day life scenarios. In my podcast, we may not be discussing how to get liberation or moksha or salvation or such similar terms. We will come to it eventually, but not now. Let's go step by step. Let's discuss how does a common man resolve or behave in a better way every day to become a better person and live happily always. When your mind or body carries tension in the evening, it often prevents you from dropping into a deeper sleep stages, leading to frequent micro awakenings and constant movement. What's your sleep pattern right now, if I may ask? Are you going to bed stressed? Or are you doing something to shift your frequency before sleep? Do you believe in magic? You can do magic. Let's do magic. Listen to my podcast till the end and try this magic spell tonight before you go to sleep. Don't forget to click on the link at the end of this podcast. The link will take you to the night affirmation video provided by one of my mentors, Goonjani Patel. Nothing and nobody is worth losing a night of peaceful sleep tonight. When you sleep, promise yourself unconditional, peaceful sleep. Okay? Sleeping itself is an art. Everyone sleeps, but very few people know the right way to sleep. Because of this, they are unable to gain proper rest. Most people go to bed burdened with the worries and tensions of life and keep tossing in anxiety. Lying in bed, they continue thinking what happened that day, what was the problem, and all that until they become exhausted and drift into an unconscious state. Therefore, they do not receive proper rest in the night. They themselves do not realize whether they are still thinking or sleeping. As a result, mental confusion arises in dreams in the form of various scenes and images. In this way, even though the body appears inactive, physical fatigue is not removed because of mental tensions. Okay. Restless sleep usually looks exactly like this. Uh, or what do you call as? I can say it as a continuous cycle of tossing, turning, and shifting positions throughout the night as the body struggles to find a comfortable state or settle into a deep restorative sleep phase. This is how most of the people they toss. They lie down on the bed, but they turn this way and that way, and they struggle to find a suitable state where they can settle into a deep sleep phase. Okay, so to overcome this condition, it is necessary that when we go to sleep, our physical and mental state should be the same as when we sit on the seat of worship, if you believe in God, or the way you sit during meditation. That's how you should start sleeping. To take a deep breath. While contemplating, do not allow the mind to wander, and it will wander. You can have control over the mind. But whenever the mind strays anywhere, bring it back. and fix it on the image of your, say, loved one or God or your guru. Practicing in this way, you will fall asleep. Though constant practice, and when the modification and imagination of the mind are dissolved and karmic impressions are destroyed, people like you and me experiences yoga nidra. This is a Sanskrit word. Sanskrit is the second oldest spoken language in the world. Yoga nidra is as experienced by the enlightened masters. Okay, yoga, I think many of you all must have heard about it. Nidra means sleep. So, the way the enlightened masters sleep, you'll also be able to do it when you do certain steps before you go to sleep. Okay, so what you should do before going to sleep? That's the question everybody's asking. What you should do before you go to sleep? Three things, and they are non-negotiable. I've underlined the word non-negotiable. Means please do not try to negotiate and say, okay, one thing I can do or two things I do. It all the three things. If you have to do it, if you want to sleep peacefully and manifest powerfully. What is manifestation? What you expect or what you desire is a good sleep. So the first step, release what did not serve you today. Generally, people raise your hand and touch your heart, and then think that whenever you go to sleep, you always think of the day that has passed. Okay, so release them. There may be a lot of problems saying it. So, what you do is imagine yourself sitting near the ocean, or you're sitting on the bed, and say, and keep on saying that, and if possible, write down all the negative things you felt today. The negative things you can write down, or even you can think about it also. The negative things can be you are frustrated because by someone, or you are disappointed. There is a disappointment during the day, or you became angry, whatever it was. Jen say, I release them. Say, for example, frustration. You had got frustrated because of somebody or some situation. Say, I release the frustration. I release the disappointment. I release the anger. Just keep on saying that. Imagine yourself sitting calmly and say, I release them. I release them. Because don't carry that energy into your bed. Your subconscious doesn't sleep. It works all night. If you are feeding it garbage before sleep, guess what it's going to process? More garbage. So please, whenever, just before you go to sleep, think of all the negative things that has happened, and each one of them you say it loudly and say, I release them, I release them, I release them. This is the step one. Step two is gratitude for what already happened. People generally, before they go to sleep, they'll think of what bad had happened, what frustration they had went through, but nobody thinks of certainly some good things must have happened during the day. People don't think about it, but show gratitude to them. Same way, just close your eyes, fold your hands, or whatever the comfortable position you can sit in, and pass gratitude. And these things can be even small things, not big things. Say someone smiled at you. I mean, these days people seldom smile, but in case somebody has just smiled at you when you were walking by, just say gratitude. Thank you so much. And thank that person for smiling at you. You had a good coffee. You had a good tea. Just say, thank you so much. I had a wonderful tea. You finished your task. Don't tell me that no task was performed that day. Even a simple task of breathing. How many people are able to breathe properly? You are capable of breathing that day. So you finished a task. You finished a very simple task in your professional life, or in your house and all that. Be thankful to them. Pass on gratitude. The point is to shift your frequency from lack to abundance before sleep. Because before sleeping, you will always think of the lacking of certain things and all that. No, just think of the abundance before sleep also. Your last feeling before sleep is what your subconscious takes into the night. So be grateful to whatever small things that had happened that day and all that before going to sleep. Okay. The third thing is gratitude for what you want tomorrow. Again, raise your hand, touch your heart. How many nights you have slept thinking, oh my God, tomorrow there is a meeting. I don't know what will be the end result of the meeting. Will people appreciate me, or we people will not be happy with me? Or tomorrow will my spouse listen to me? So you are thinking, you're worried about what will happen the next day. So things that you assume that everything good has happened tomorrow, and you pass gratitude to them just by simply again imagine yourself sitting on the bed or sitting near the ocean and say thank you so much. For example, tomorrow you are going to attend an interview and say that the interview went very successfully. I am thanking, passing on gratitude that you want to happen tomorrow as if they have already happened. Okay, that is what is Ho'oponopono, which says that whatever you think that is going to happen tomorrow, please think that it has already happened and be thankful to them. Pass gratitude. Thank you for the smooth meeting. Thank you for the confidence I felt. Thank you for the health I'm enjoying. You may feel that, oh, tomorrow I think I'm again going to get a headache, or the leg is going to pain, my hand is going to pain, all that. Just simply say that tomorrow you will be very healthy and you'll be enjoying your health, and say gratitude to them. You are literally programming your subconscious to manifest those things while you sleep. What is manifesting means what achieving that desired result. So you are manifesting those things while you sleep. So these are the three things that you have to do it. Why this matters? Most people think sleep is just rest. It's not. Sleep is when your manifestation power is at its peak. What is manifestation? Attraction of good things. So your conscious mind stops resisting, your subconscious takes over. If you go to bed with gratitude and clarity, just think, I am so thankful. Just compare two nights. One night you go on worrying about what had happened today and what is going to happen tomorrow. The next night, think of gratitude and say, I'm happy I was able to do this. I was actually planning to do 10 tasks, but I did at least six of them. I'm happy. Be gratitude. See how you will have a good sleep that night and all that. So it's basically programming. Then do a breathing exercise. Equal breathing in, equal breathing out. Watch the breath. Breath, breathe in for a count, hold for a moment, breathe out for the same count. This sinks your heart and mind. You will sleep asleep before you even know it that you are already asleep and all that. So watch your breath. That's very, very important. Additional ways to get good sleep is repeat night affirmations. What is affirmations? Affirmations are positive words. You're passing positive words to yourself. Positive words means positive vibrations. When you're passing positive vibrations in the night before you go to sleep, you'll get a very good sleep because your subconscious mind is clean and it is ready for the sleep. So additional ways to get good sleep is repeat night affirmations. These are fantastic way to transition your brain from the higher gear problem solving of the day into a restorative, restful state. The best affirmation usually focus on releasing control and practicing gratitude and giving yourself permission to rest and all that. So here are the some of the most effective night affirmation broken down by what your mind might need tonight and all that. Again, affirmations are positive words or positive vibrations that you are repeating yourself and then passing it on to all your nerves and all that. So, say for example, for releasing the day, if your mind is still spinning with a to do list or replaying conversations which did not go well, use these to draw a line under the day. So, what you say is, I have done my best today. I repeat, just for repeat this affirmation every night before you go to sleep and say that I have done my best today, and that is enough. Second is I release the day behind me and welcome the rest ahead. I'm not okay, I'm not worried. Okay, I tried my best and I done my best today. And I release the day behind me and welcome the rest ahead and all that. I am letting go of things I cannot control right now. There are certain things which I didn't do it or it was not expected of me. Just let it go. Don't think about it. My to-do list can wait until tomorrow. Tonight is for rest. My to-do list could have been 10 or 15 of them when I start in the morning, but I could do only say 7 or 8 of them. That's fine. My to-do list can wait until tomorrow. Tonight is for rest. I did my best. So I'm able to complete whatever is possible, and the rest I can do it tomorrow. Say this for releasing the day and all that. Second, for self-compassion and again gratitude. If you had a tough day, and need to cultivate a positive, gentle mindset before closing your eyes. Say, I am grateful for the moments of joy today, no matter how it was and all that. Okay. So the second thing is always say, I am proud of how I handled today. Many times, people, when they go to sleep, they'll think, I think I should have handled it in a better way. I think I didn't do it, in a good way and all that. Any conversation with your spouse or with your boss or your friends and all that, just say, I am proud of how I handled today and all that. Any situations and all that. I give myself permission to completely unwind. The word unwind is very important because basically, before you sleep, you have to unwind whatever the tensions that happened during the day. Tomorrow is a fresh start. But right now, my only job is to sleep. So tomorrow we'll think of what will happen tomorrow and all that. Okay. Next is for inviting peace and calm. If you feel physically tension, or suppose you have a pain in your leg, or pain in your hand, or you have a pain in your neck, or some, headache you have, or lingering anxiety, these help signal safety to your nervous system. With every breath out, you say, I release tension. With every breath in, you say, I welcome peace. Because remember, the whole universe, you may call it universe, you may call it God if you believe in God, is all full of positive peace. It's all peace. So when you breathe in, take all the positive things from the universe and take it inside your body. When you breathe out, release all the tensions that's in your body. Especially if suppose your leg is paining, concentrate on that part of the portion of the body where it is paining, and then breathe out and breathe in. When you breathe in, pass all the energy to that particular part of the body, and when you breathe out, just release the tension from the particular portion of the body where you are feeling the pain and all that. And always say, I am safe, I am secured, and I am supported. My mind is settling and my body is ready for sleep. See, especially when you keep this going on, saying this word, my mind is settling and my body is ready for sleep. Even if you say it 2 3 times, trust me, you will go to a good sleep and all that, because you are passing, or you are passing positive vibrations to your body and all that. And quiet mind, restful body, peaceful soul. Keep repeating this. So, how to make them work for you? To get most out of them, take a few deep breaths, read or repeat your chosen affirmation slowly. Whenever you are written your, for example, tomorrow everything has gone well. When you're, and I have done my best today, and I am at a rest and all that. So these words, say them with a deep breath, read and repeat your chosen affirmation slowly, and let your focus rest entirely on the meaning of the words rather than the speed of the thoughts and all that. Okay, doesn't matter what happened today, doesn't matter what did not happen today. I repeat, doesn't matter what happened today. Doesn't matter what did not happen today. You will sleep peaceful, and while you sleep, you will say, I sleep peacefully, knowing that while I sleep, the universe or God is doing everything to make my day full of magic. So listen to this podcast every night before you go to sleep, compiled by one of my mentors, Goonjani Patel. You can click on this once you are done with this video. You can click on that. And also, in addition, in the last slide, I have also provided the email of me, and you can always email me. And you can, if you want to do a one-to-one session with me, you can always email me, ping me, and we will do one-to-one. And then so that you will have a very good sleep in the night, all that. Okay, I would like to encourage you all to start implementing these techniques immediately. Don't wait for anything. Practice is the only way where you will see measurable change. So keep on practicing. No, that's very, very important. If you'd like to have a one-to-one healing session with me, please ping me or email me. And sweet dreams. Have a good sleep. Okay, bye.